So next we're going to make a pocket book, and that's quite a simple structure. Starting with an A4 sheet, just fold it up about 1/3 of the way. And then take that and fold it again in half. And then take that and fold it back on itself. So we've got this, then turn that over, fold it back on itself. And we have a pocket book which has these individual pockets, and you could just glue or stitch these sides down, and then you can use these small compartments to put things in, notes or feathers or coins or messages, whatever takes your fancy. The next thing we'll be making, you'll need is a palm book. You will need a needle and thread for this, to get yourself quite a long bit of thread. And thread your needle. We're going to get an A4 sheet. Fold that. Tear it. And fold that in half. Tear it. Obviously, if you don't want these torn edges when you come to making your real structures, you can cut them straight with a knife edge, but I quite like the torn edges. Again, fold the other one, and then you have 4 pieces the same size. And we're going to, don't use a pen, I'm just going to use a pen to show you. We're going to put our needle in that hole and come out of this hole to make what's called a palm book. So taking your needle and thread, going in. You might need to press quite hard to get a thimble. When you're using multiple sheets, book making people actually use a thin drill bit to drill holes. But you know, if you don't have too many sheets where you have quite thin paper, you can get through with a needle or pre-make your holes with a needle. And then I'm going to come back through this way. So then you have a simple stitch like this, and you leave quite a lot of thread. Take your needle off. I make both ends the same length. And then you have a book that functions like this, and the pages can turn like this. But more traditionally it's a narrower format. So I will take those pieces, keeping my thread out of the way. I'm going to cut, I'll just use scissors this time. Up there, and then keeping my thread out of the way on the other side. You have a palm book, and you can add as many leaves as you want to. and you could show that in different ways. It acts a bit like a Venetian blind structure. This is one that I made out of just recycled packing paper with a ribbon. And this one is quite nice if you have, you know, a really long ribbon or thread or twine. And you can see how these start to interact with each other and form different folds and structures. And then that can be bound like so.